My name is Sarah Poynton and I'm a 2023 Horticulture Scholar. I just wanted to say a massive thank you to my sponsor, Acorn Nursery, and the wonderful team at BBM for supporting me through my experience. I also want to thank all of the beautiful placements I had and everything I learned. I will never forget. Thank you very much. My journey started in a small town called Ironbridge in the UK, where I began my first placement at David Austin Roses. For over 60 years, the company has been growing roses for all to enjoy, with a great focus on their beauty, fragrance, disease resistance, and never forgetting about their charm. I first worked in the breeding department, where I got to see how the roses were developed in the early stages, and I enjoyed working with them so closely. It was cool to think that a crossing I made during this time could be a rose they release in the future. Learning the ins and outs of this process helped me to understand ways I could apply these methods in my own work back home. Ideas about tracking the history of pollination crosses and how they systematically set themselves up for the day was something super valuable to me. I am so grateful to the team at David Austin Roses that made me feel so welcomed and the unforgettable skills I picked up. My next stop was the Chelsea Flower Show in London. The show opened my eyes to the abundance of possibilities and where I made very valuable connections that helped guide me through the rest of my experience overseas. This show was like no other I've ever witnessed before. The displays were out of this world and designed to perfection, with a fantastic representation of all things plant related, which led me to my next stop, Ash and Elm Horticulture in rural mid-Wales. Here I thrived in learning about their diverse market garden where they grow fresh food and flowers all year. I also got to learn about inoculating logs with mushrooms, which is something I've always wanted to try. Getting hands-on with the process of harvesting produce was something that really fed my soul, creating a real thirst for diving into and exploring more of this once I got home in potentially setting up my own growing space. Tending to and seeing the younger plants grow to be part of the next crop for the site was very cool. I loved getting the chance to see all the steps of market gardening from every angle, growing the seed, protecting and nurturing the crop to eventually harvesting nature's goods. It was all very grounding and gifted me the reality of working for yourself from the land and the rewarding nature of its journey. I really enjoyed the community side of this experience, coming together to help build and support the growth of networks like this. Working in a market garden deepened my appreciation for the simple but powerful act of growing fresh food for local people. The connection between soil and plate is immediate and meaningful in a small-scale setting. I'm inspired to reduce food miles and the future of building networks in my own communities by growing as an act of care. I really treasure all the memories I made while staying at Ash and Elm, an experience that I am committed to applying to my journey moving forward. My final stop was at Exbury Gardens, a bucket list destination which was made possible by a connection I made with a clivia grower, Steve, while at the Chelsea Flower Show. I met with Theo, who works closely with the collection, and he shared with me a lot of his own personal knowledge on these plants. I'm so grateful for the insights he shared, as I have my own Noreen bulb collection at home, which I endeavour on expanding, and feel confident to step forward with the support of this network, proving that through this scholarship, you really don't know where the journey can take you, but as long as you can take every chance as it comes and assert yourself, the possibilities really are endless.